Buffs, it's Elle and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to be giving you a little update on the laser treatment that I've been having with LaserAway called the Clear and Brilliant treatment. I'm going to be showing pictures, giving you, long-term goals and updates. So before we get going, please hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. So today I wanted to obviously do a follow-up on my laser treatments because so many of you guys have asked me about it. I have been getting laser treatments by LaserAway. It is a company out here by me. I think they're actually nationwide. I could be wrong. They could be more West Coast. But basically they do a treatment called the Clear and Brilliant treatment. Now, the benefits they say of a Clear and Brilliant treatment is basically pore size. Okay, so it's going to help with pore size, it's going to help with overall texture, it's going to help with overall tone of your skin, it's going to help with pigmentation, sunspots, it's definitely going to help with anti-aging, and a whole host of amazing skin benefits. Basically, it's supposed to be that kind of laser that helps you with a bunch of different things all at once. There are two different types of lasers that they use for this treatment. One is for hyperpigmentation and one is for overall anti-aging. The hyperpigmentation one is one that actually sits more on the surface of the skin. It doesn't go in as deep, and so it's helping to expel that pigmentation, those dark spots on the face. Then the other laser that they use actually goes deeper into the skin to help rebuild that collagen or help tell the body to produce its own amount of collagen. It's also to help with cell turnover. It's basically what it's doing is it is disrupting the skin surface, so it's breaking the skin surface and causing the skin to bring blood and new cells up to the skin to heal that skin. And that's really how you get the body to repair itself. So I so far have gotten 3 treatments and they have all been about a month to a month and a half apart. The only laser that I have tried is the hyperpigmentation laser. The reason being is because that is my main concern is hyperpigmentation. I have a lot of it, and I wanted to address that. So their recommendation was to start out with that laser and maybe do the anti-aging laser for the last 2 treatments. They actually recommended switching between the 2, and I didn't want to. I wanted to address the hyperpigmentation first, all right? So I have done the 3 treatments of the Primera laser, which is the hyperpigmentation laser part of the Clear and Brilliant treatment. Now, what does this feel like? To be honest with you, it does not hurt, all right? You walk in about a half an hour early from your appointment. They give you numbing cream. You put numbing cream all over your face. It basically feels like you're at the dentist, but your face is really numb. And then you go in. You take away, all of the numbing cream off. You go in and they do the laser all over your skin. It feels very similar, if you've ever had microdermabrasion, it feels very similar to that. The worst part is really afterwards, that the next kind of 4 to 5 hours, it gets very hot and can feel a little bit uncomfortable. But it was nothing that I felt like I couldn't handle. Now, of course, I feel that, I've had a child, and that's probably some of the worst pain I've ever been in. So for me, my pain tolerance is pretty darn high. A lot of people I've heard say that it kind of hurts. I just didn't feel that. Now, is it a pain that would deter you from getting a treatment like this? No. In my opinion, no. It is the benefits totally outweigh this, kind of hurt on the skin. I will say that I obviously did this all by myself. The 6 treatments that I purchased were about $1,900. I'm going to be fully transparent. I did finance them. It was very kind of them to be able to do that. They recommended 6 treatments for me because I do have so much hyperpigmentation. But you can start out with 3 and see if you want to do more. All right, that's actually what my best friend is doing as we speak. But I wanted to kind of go for the full gusto so I could give you guys a real life, interpretation of how it went for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of bring you along the journey right now. I'm going to show you kind of my 3 treatments, and then at the very end, please make sure you stay to the very end, and I'll give you what I felt went really well, what my overall thoughts are, what kind of benefits I saw, and what products I used during my treatments. All right, so let's do that. All right, so I'm supposed to put this numbing cream all over. All right, here we go, you guys. Numbing cream going on. Oh, all over me too. Okay, so I just had it done. It actually was not that bad. I couldn't film it because my eyes were covered, but they put a mask on afterwards, so I'll give you a full rundown when I get to the car. Okay, so here we are after. So it just has like a lot of texture, but it is burning. I will say that. I just like ran to the car because I have to stay out of the sun for 48 hours. But there is definitely like a burning sensation now. All right, so I look a little crazy now. Face is really red. It's still pretty hot right here. It's not like super uncomfortable, but it's definitely kind of like irritating. But we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. All right, so I'm going in for my second treatment for LaserAway for my Clear and Brilliant treatment. I am just about to put the numbing cream on, and I just want to let you guys see my skin. It's a little bit more red because I have just washed it a couple of times because I came in with makeup, but just wanted you guys to see before. Second treatment, here we go. All right, you guys, so keeping you posted on my face journey. This is my second treatment with the Clear and Brilliant at LaserAway. And it's a lot more severe than the first time because she used the laser on the highest strength, which is great because it's not an inexpensive treatment. And so I want to get all the benefits I can. And I have a really high pain tolerance. It just, honestly, it does not hurt. It looks way worse than it really feels. I've been bathing myself in squalene spray from Biossance, sunflower oil, vitamin C oil. What else? That's basically it. I'm not going to go in the sun for about 2 or 3 days. If I do have to go outside, I wear a hat. I brought a hat with me to the appointment because if you can, don't put sunscreen on after the treatment because your pores are all open. It's like, you know, fresh new skin, and you don't want to clog it with anything. Especially you need like a zinc, you know, based SPF, which can be really occlusive. So this is what it looks like the second time around. And she said I should start seeing a difference by the third time, which will be in 4 weeks from now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an update at 3 treatments, and then I'll do the last update after my last treatment, which I'm doing 6 total. So yeah, because I didn't see like a ton of difference after the first treatment. I mean, I feel like all of my texture that was here, is completely gone. I don't have any more texture there at all. I do feel like some of my fine lines on my forehead were definitely reduced. It was brighter overall. I think it had more glow to it for sure. But the reason I'm doing this is because of pigmentation. And I didn't feel there was a huge reduction in pigmentation. But as we know, it's super hard to treat. And it's been for years, you know, so that melanin that's been, you know, firing in here has to come all the way up from the lowest level of the skin and make its way to the top, and then it, you know, goes away. So it takes a long time. Even by the end of the 6 treatments, my skin won't be like, you know, without any marks, because I did tell her, like, I have freckles right here and across my nose that I don't want to, you know, remove all of those. So she did go harder in on these sections where I have the pigmentation that I want to get rid of. They're like bigger dots. So we'll see. So thanks for following me along on this journey. Usually after my treatments, I take it easy. I don't do a lot because it is very hot and can be, kind of, you know, it hurts to touch it a little bit. And so yeah, taking a little bit of a me day. But thanks for joining me along on this journey. I will keep you posted. I will do another video after a few days after I've healed and be showing you some, you know, progressive pictures of the same area and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Right now, I feel like I want to live in this mask. It doesn't hurt, it's just feels so hot. So I've been living with that Biossance facial spray, the squalane, and then masking. All right, everyone. So I am going in for my third treatment at LaserAway, and I just wanted you to see my skin before. It's now kind of routine for me, and it's pretty easy, honestly. And I just wanted to give you guys just a little bit of a preview. I'm really hoping to get this pigmentation taken care of. I did the laser for pigmentation last time, and I'm going to do it again this time. I think it's called the Primera laser, and I want to make sure that that is my #1 goal. And I still have 3 more after this, and I really just want to kind of go in hard with the pigmentation laser, because that is really my main focus, is to get rid of this. So wish me luck, and I will report back later today to show you what the skin looks like. All right, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, party people, we are only an hour out of the third treatment. And it hurt a lot more this time, and I don't exactly know why. Maybe because I have had so much exfoliation already. I mean, this is the third treatment, but I mean, it's all tolerable. It just was a little bit more aggressive, and the face feels a little bit more stinging than the very first time and this, the second time. Now, the nurse told me that if I wanted more about pigmentation, I should get IPL. I'm not a big fan of IPL because IPL only treats hyperpigmentation. So basically it brings the pigmentation out of the skin, and it looks like coffee grounds on top of the skin, and it doesn't treat overall tone. It doesn't treat overall clarity, brightness of the skin, and it doesn't treat, so I can have these little spots everywhere that it'll pick up, but it doesn't also, like, say, because underneath here I do have a larger patch of melasma, and it doesn't treat that. So I was kind of confused. I thought for a second, I thought to myself, well, maybe I should try IPL, but then I was talking to the other young lady, and it just ended up that I'm just going to continue doing my regular treatments. So more on that a little bit later, but I will see you guys back here in a few weeks to show you what it all looks like. All right, so I hope that that was informative. I did want to give you a quick peek. I am now 3 weeks out from my last laser treatment, and the skin is looking pretty good. Okay, have I seen the biggest reduction in hyperpigmentation? I will be very, very honest. I have seen overall more clarity to the skin. My very kind of minimal pigmentation has gone away. This one right here that really bothers me is actually, for the first time I noticed yesterday, starting to break up. So that is fantastic news for me. So for me, this overall glow, overall tone, my skin is so smooth. That's one thing I will say. My KP, my keratosis pilaris, that was all right here, is basically gone. It's null and void, which I absolutely love. So overall, my results have been fantastic. I feel my skin is much more youthful looking. It absolutely has more of a glow than it normally did. The tone of my skin is much brighter. It's much healthier looking. For pore size, for me, I haven't gotten the biggest result in pore size. On my nose, I feel that they're still kind of large, but it is a very hard area to get with your nose. Right here has been significantly reduced in pore size for sure, but I think probably by the 6th one, this will be more taken care of. That's what I would probably, suggest. They actually tell you to use the most natural ingredients you can find. So I literally did nothing but sunflower oil, vitamin C, and then a bunch of Biossance products. So the vitamin C oil, as well as their Omega moisturizer, and I would douse my face in the Biossance spray. I also would use my TGF booster from Lemieux, as well as my EFG from Lemieux, because EFG growth factors actually help the skin repair itself more quickly. So those are the products that I used morning and night. I did not do any exfoliation for 8 days. I also did not do any retin-A for 8 days, probably more like almost 2 weeks. I just wanted to be really gentle with my skin. I also did not use any retin-A or acids 3 days before I go in for my lasers. So I kept it very, very gentle, very, very soothing to the skin. I absolutely used my essences. I used my COSRX essences, and then about 4 days after I went back into my Tatcha essence, because Tatcha essence does have a little bit of lactic acid in it, and I just wanted to make sure it was all acid free for at least 3 to 4 days. So I'm still seeing results to this day. I'm looking forward to having more treatments. I'll be giving you a full review at the end of my 6 treatments, and we'll see how much this pigmentation went down. I think that it was 100% worth it. There is not a part of me that is bummed that I did it or regrets that I did it. I think it has been extremely helpful, and my skincare, I feel, has been able to be more effective because I have had this laser treatment and my skin is so much more well receptive to skincare. So all in all, I give it 2 thumbs up. My only cons to this are a couple things. First is, in my opinion, where I got it done, the difference in care was very different per technician. There needs to be some streamlining in management there as far as training each individual person to do the exact same thing and to speak the exact same way. The first girl had only been doing it 3 months. The second girl, she'd been doing it for a long time, but told me that SPF was not necessary afterwards if I was just going home. The third girl, so I wore a hat. The third girl told me that I needed IPL and not this treatment, and that SPF was a must, that vitamin C shouldn't be used. So there is a lot of differencing in training, I feel. So I hope that I can provide you some sort of balance, that it absolutely, SPF is a must no matter what after this treatment, and continuing forever if you want to keep up the results of this kind of laser treatment. As well as vitamin C is a good product to use as long as it's clean and natural, it to really help in aiding and healing the skin. All right, so that was a real big drawback for me, was this inconsistency in verbiage and training. So the first treatment I got done was very good, because afterwards you will feel a roughness to your skin, almost like sandpaper, and that will go away about 6 to 7 days afterwards. You do not want to scrub that off. You do not want to scrub that off. That is your skin actually kind of crusting, as they call it, so it needs to come off naturally, and that's how you get the results. So that's why you want to keep exfoliation and retin-A and all those types of things and acids way after, you know, a week, so the skin has had a chance to heal itself. Okay. The second thing that I would love to see improved is the knowledge of skincare ingredients. All of the people that work there are registered nurses. You cannot do laser treatments without being a registered nurse, as far as my research has shown. So, or I work at LaserAway, unless you are a registered nurse. So, but they're limited. They have hardly any knowledge in skincare ingredients. So I would ask, like, hey, is like my first one, I said, hey, is squalene okay? Of course, I knew it would, but I wanted just to double check with the pros. I mean, this is what they do all day. What do you think about exfoliation? What do you think about, you know, like rosehip oil? And none of them, not one of them, could answer any of my questions at all. They had just didn't even know what that stuff was. So the limited knowledge, and I did bring this up to the manager of this LaserAway, so the limited amount of knowledge that these RNs and technicians had was a little concerning to me. They should know at least the basics of skincare, like, should I be using hyaluronic acid, or is there going to be a consistent message about vitamin C, things of that nature. So those were kind of some of the cons I felt of the treatments. But again, I've gotten great results and I look forward to the next 3 treatments. I hope that this helps you make up your mind if this treatment is for you. I'm sure a lot of other companies do the Clear and Brilliant laser, not just LaserAway, so you can look for it in your area. And I will see you guys at the end of the next 6 treatments. So give me a little thumbs up to this video if you like it, if you want me to do that continued ongoing tracking of how this goes. So if you want me to do the 6 treatments at the end and give you my overall thoughts. And I will see you all on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, you guys.